Hey, what is up everybody? It's for here and today for you guys another video of Persona 5 X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and going over should you be summoning from Minami, seeing that she is going to be coming back out. And if you guys don't know who Minami is, Marion, of course, the blessed healer, and she's going to be re-releasing very soon. So if you guys like videos like this, be sure to of course hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. Now, Minami, of course, was the first big-time 5-star healer that we ended up getting in the game, and she's going to be this one that you see on the screen in a couple seconds. It was recently announced on Twitter here that she's getting her whole rerun, and it's mainly on the official West side of it here, so you're able to actually see everything that you need to see for the character. Now, apparently, it's going to be happening on October 16th, which is tomorrow, or either later on today, I guess, because of weird update timing, something like that. But this character will end up coming back out, and of course, as usual, this is how their reruns go. Much like how we had Joker for a little while, of course, we're gonna get like Yusuke and all of them. Minami is doing the same thing. I don't understand, or at least I don't know how long she's going to be out for. It's most likely gonna be at least like 15 to 30 days itself. If they're doing it like Joker, it's probably gonna be like a 30-day mark here. And she's just gonna be there alongside of the other banners that are there. Now, a lot of people have posed the question, should they be summoning? Heck, we see it on the first what's called comment down there. Should they be summoning for this character? And I will straight up be honest with you guys. No, it's not worth going for this character. If you wanted a TLDR, that is the best TLDR to actually tell you. No, she's not worth going for, and it's mainly because of the multiple healing outlets that we really have, and of course the amount of teams that really you can kind of avoid over with different things that you also have in your kit. So let's dive into a little bit more of what I mean by this. So as I did say, Minami is very helpful with the HP side of things. She gives a lot of overhealing. If you end up getting that A1, you're lovely getting a nice little boost that she ends up having, which is a cool deal, right? That's a little bit of everything that we do want. The A1 itself is helping you out with just getting freaking pin rate, which is automatically good as long as you're getting that lovely overheal. Now, if it comes down to it, and the main reason why I hold this character back is the main team that you're looking for her to be in is going to be an S Closer's team. She can't fit in other teams, but her main point and her main use inside of the game is going to be for S Closer's team. On the likelihood that you're not using S Closer, I mean, you just have a sustain that's just there. You don't really need her in this aspect, so there's not really a need to have her. But the other part that makes this character a little bit harder to decide is because after this rerun, we already know she's coming to the standard banner. It took ages, of course, but she will be coming to the standard banner. And with this character in tow, we know that we can get her weapons out of the boxes, the standard boxes that we can get. And we can most likely, if you still have your dupe still for this character, get her dupe out of there. To make this character to the most prominent point that she's really good at, you need to have her at awareness 1. So if you guys can take a look on the screen again, we are on lafel.net here. Her awareness 1, which is called Angel in Fight, whenever she does heal an opponent, or not an opponent here, an ally above the max HP, she gives the target pierce by 20% for 2 whole turns. This is what really makes her entirely good, because this allows you to have your overcapped health on a yes, meaning they're getting that additional buff that does 20% extra pierce, meaning more damage they're just cranking out. This is a good thing to actually look at here. So if you're going for Minami at this point, getting her A1 would be very prominent and be the best toe of action. If you're not doing any of these actions, such as of course the blessed team, making her an A1, or even just doing it just to do it, I mean, like, you know, there's not really a need to get this character, because if we're being honest, the next few characters coming out are going to be very hard to dodge. Mesa, who is going to be a physical dot DPS, is going to be coming out, which is an easy skip. But the next one after, which we don't really get much time at all to prepare for, it's going to be Futaba. Just putting that on the spectrum of everything that we know that's coming, automatically Minami is losing a little bit of her worth. But that's not the only reason why we're of course going to take this character down, and I'm going to break this down into the healers as well. So we talked a lot about Minami herself. We know that she goes for closer. Well, seeing that she's that main healer there, and even some healers, or at least a main healer in other teams as well, there are other options that we could very well use. Closer herself actually got reworked a little bit to where she no longer even needs heavy overheal to deal more of that damage like she used to. Now at this point in time, she can just get healed a little bit, or get healed and still deal some heavy damage. And that's just on the A0. As long as she's receiving some healing, she's still able to increase her damage. So there's no longer a need to have that huge overheal. So there's some other options than Minami that you could very well use. One of the more obvious options, of course, is Luffy. Reason for this is because Luffy himself is able to give you, of course, that lovely heal that you do need, which does cover a lot of information, and then of course an attack buff. If anyone knows Summer Closer like I do, of course, once you have the 16% health or 16k health, all you really want to do is invest into DPS aspect. Granted, of course, as Closer does use her HP a little bit for damage, but her main skills are off of attack, so you're gonna need a little bit more of attack bonuses here. Instead of getting that pin bonus that you get from A1 with Marion, you'd be able to get a flat out attack bonus just from our man Luffy, seeing that he's able to grant this with at least some of his Starfire aspects, which does allow you to increase your attack for a turn. So all of this in aspect, or all of this with in mind, it's probably a little bit better to just go ahead and just use Luffy. But on the off chance that you're probably someone who ended up summoning, summoning as Tomoko, that's another better chance, or at least a better choice that you could very well use. It's not just because of the sheer amount of heals that she gives out, because we all know her heals aren't the best, but it's also because of the amount of buffs that she can really give out. Her heals are pretty decent, and she can give these heals just by going ahead and getting a follow-up. But alongside of this here, her skill 2 is able to not only increase, of course, your damage, aka your increased attack, which is needed for, of course, as Closer, but also her skill 3 is then able to make the enemy take more damage taken. So there's two immediate healers that are already better than Marion to invest into, who either is a 4-star who can actually go ahead and give you attack and healing, or either is a limited 5-star who gives you increased damage, healing, and some other aspects. All of which would be a better turnout point than rather going for a standard who's gonna be on the standard banner right after she leaves from this what's called this rerun pretty much. But hey, that's just my thought on it. You guys let me know down below how y'all really feel about this here. I truly do think that when it comes down to Marion, I think she just doesn't need to be used here. If you haven't already pulled her, and here's the one time you could go ahead and go for it. If you have not already pulled her, going ahead and just getting her would just not make any sense here. On the off chance that you have pulled her and you're like missing a weapon, or maybe you're missing a a dupe, and you no longer have your duped out box, you could very well go for the one dupe just to go, of course, have the character fully completed. As for the weapon wise, just stick with the 4-star and try to exchange out the weapon from another time. That's thoroughly what I believe in, because the banners that we do have in the next coming freaking updates aren't going to be nice for anyone. So just do take that into account a little bit, you guys. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching the video, and until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, peace.